What's up, Howard? It's me from the future. I'm Howard from between 5 and 10 years in the future. I'm making this video to sort of give you some help and advice when it comes to animation, and also some more just general advice that's got nothing to do with animation. It's more like life advice, because I figured I'd take this opportunity, what with this warp in time and space, to also just get you ahead of the game. Right now, you're a teenager who doesn't really know what you want to do, but you've discovered this cool thing called animation, which you're going to get really into. And sorry for the spoiler, but that's going to become your career. Mostly you're going to turn out just fine without this advice because you have a genuine passion for making animations, and I think that passion is what's going to take you quite far in this. Your curiosity is going to cause you to discover these things anyway, but I figured, hey, you'll get a head start by getting these resources early. Perhaps prevent some bad things from happening to you, or things that you probably wouldn't want to happen. I'm going to cheat here and give you some resources that actually don't exist in your time. Here's a video where I list the biggest mistakes new animators make. Here's a video for constructing the human body. How to time your animations is going to help you a lot. Beating writer's block. Constructing a compelling story. Watch all of these videos I made them with you in mind, thinking that there are some people out there who are probably at that point in their lives where they have just discovered animation and they need a bit of help and advice. So those videos are perfect for you. Here's a video where I talk about tablets. Now, I recommend that you save up for a tablet as fast as you can. Get the Wacom Bamboo. You need to spend that money on a tablet so that you can make animations. Making an animation is going to feel more rewarding than any level you could complete in a game, and after a while it's going to take over that gaming addiction completely. Start researching Sakuga. You're gonna like that one. Start uploading your animations to the internet. Animations are pretty worthless if people aren't able to watch them and enjoy them. Just be real, just be yourself, and if they don't like you, well, that's their problem. It's not your problem. Right now, all your inspirations are other animators. Start building a folder on your computer where you can store images that inspire you. Don't limit yourself just to other animators. Look outside of that and become interested in subjects which might at first seem totally unrelated. Those are the subjects that are actually going to strengthen your animation skills a lot more. And more importantly, they're going to make you stand out and become more unique in the space of animation. If you want to study your favorite animator by tracing one of their drawings or animations, that's fine. You can do that, and you can probably learn a lot by doing that. Just make sure that you delete all evidence of it afterwards. And don't cheat yourself and feel satisfied that you've drawn over someone else's work and it looks good. That's not your work. You haven't put in the time there. You're just copying someone else's work, and it's not something that you should feel satisfied with yourself at or happy about. Learn to draw by drawing the things around you. The whole idea is that no one should be able to tell that you've used reference. If they can trace back the reference to where you've got it from, then you haven't done enough to change it, to make it your own. You're still in school, and at this point you don't really need to start worrying about a career, about how to turn this passion into a real business. For now, you should just enjoy making animations and participating in the Newgrounds community until you get to A-levels. That's where you need to make the scary jump to declare that you want to study animation specifically. Trust me, animation is the right move for you. That other option that you're considering doing, think about it for a minute. That's the option that is expected of you. And that's the main reason that you're doing it. It's not because you're wildly passionate about that. It's because that's what's expected of you, and you don't want to tread on anyone's toes and make anyone else question you or draw any attention to yourself. And that's really pathetic, and you need to cut that out and just go with what you want to do. And I know that animation is what you want to do. It's what you spend so much time thinking about and planning and researching. You'll be great at it because you like it that much. And I can tell you now, looking back, that it's not the case that making this a career makes it more boring to you and takes the fun out of it. That's not true. If anything, it enhances it, because it means that you can spend all your time at it, get really good at it, and because you get better at it, that makes it more fun because you can see yourself improving. Don't make fan art just because all of your friends are making fan art and you can see that they're getting successful from doing that. Be honest with yourself here. You don't want to make fan art, and you don't have to. Your friends are going to tell you that fan art is the only way for you to build an audience because it's like a hack that allows you to just quickly grow a massive audience. I've got news for you. That audience isn't yours. It doesn't belong to you. And they're really there because they're fans of that source material that you didn't own. So it's not worth doing fan art for you. You want to make original content, and there is a market out there for original content. People want original content. So don't think that that's like an impossible dream. So right now you're a teenager in school, and so you probably don't need to be thinking about business yet. You don't need to be thinking about how am I going to turn this into a business. But when you reach higher education like A-levels, then I really recommend that you don't put off this kind of learning and this kind of work. It's going to come around pretty fast where you leave the school system, the education system, and you need to hit the ground running when it comes to work and business. So it's very important that you do start taking on clients when you're still in education, and that will mean that you can hit the ground running and you won't come out of the education system unemployed. I'd like to introduce you to Chris Doe. He's going to be your mentor when it comes to making a creative business. He has a YouTube channel with hundreds of extremely insightful videos. He's a very intelligent person. Please go and watch all of them when you get the chance, because he's really going to teach you some extremely important core skills when it comes to business and negotiating, marketing yourself. Really important things that I think all artists need to learn, and if you do learn them, it's going to really help you. For your career, it's probably one of the most important things you need to do. So for this next part, I just kind of moved on to more general life advice, and I know that isn't completely within animation, but since I'm here in this paradoxical scenario where I'm talking to my former self, I'm definitely not going to miss this opportunity to impart some life lessons that I've learned in the last 5 to 10 years. Here are some more general lessons for you. No one's paying attention to you, and that's a great thing. It's not a good reason to do something because it's expected of you or because you think that people might judge you if you don't. By following the crowd, you're just going to live a life of mediocrity, and you want to be in control of what you do, not letting other people be in control. Be hesitant when you're listening to others and they're telling you what you should do. Most people are just telling you what they would like to see you do or what's worked for them. They're more just thinking about themselves. And that doesn't mean they're bad people. That's just how most people behave. It's human nature to be thinking first in the first person most of the time. So it's nothing personal. Realize that they're coming from their own point of view and it might not apply to you 100%. Think about it a lot and compare those points of view with other people. And I'll get into more specifics in a moment. Ignore these stupid fad trends that are here today and gone tomorrow. Loads of people are going to waste a whole lot of time on that kind of stuff. Just keep your head down, keep grinding, keep doing what you're good at. New apps that people are raging about, those people that are always going to be saying, man, you're missing out on a massive opportunity with this app, maybe it's Vine or Snapchat. Make an honest assessment of whether it's worth your time. Most of the time you'll find it isn't worth your time. You'll find that the platform isn't suited for you. It's actually suited for other people. So most of the time I'd recommend that you avoid it. Bitcoin is a huge thing that's going to happen. And when you don't actually know anything about Bitcoin, just ignore them and keep grinding on the real work, the stuff that you're good at, the stuff where you can contribute to society in a good way, in a unique way that not everyone else can. Keep doing that, man. The best investment you can make is in yourself. It's in me, actually, your future self. Once you learn a skill, you can take it with you wherever you go. Another thing to ignore, any kind of controversy or gossip. Complete waste of your time. Always keep a level head. Most of the times you fail are going to be when you let your emotions get the better of you, whether that's anger, fear, jealousy. Take a break and come back when those emotions have subsided. Definitely go to uni to study animation. You end up having a really great time there. You meet so many cool friends and stuff, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. So do take that opportunity. You only have this one opportunity to go to university, and I think for you, it's not necessary for you because it's an arts degree. It's just a really great experience, and you do end up learning a lot from it. Not just in specific skills, like you learn different softwares, but you also learn interpersonal skills because they get you to work in groups and stuff, and that ends up really helping you for your work. Be skeptical and cautious of deals which seem too good to be true. They're going to come along, people are going to tell you these things, you're going to be really excited by them. But if it seems too good to be true, there probably is something wrong with it, and you need to be very extra careful. So every penny you make should be earned. If there's anyone saying that they can make you an overnight success, they're probably trying to take advantage of you. I'm sorry to say that. I don't want to make you into this really suspicious person, but they're out there, man, and you're naive and you think that people always have your interests in mind, but they don't. They come along all too often. When they see that you have something that they want, a lot of the time all they're thinking of is, how can I get that thing that he has? Your strength lies in your passion. You're super interested in this, and that means you can just sort of relentlessly work on these projects when other people would probably give up and go play games or go and do something else, go out with their friends, go to the cinema. You don't need to do that because you actually get your satisfaction from making animations, and that is going to be your ace up your sleeve. That's what you have. You have passion by the boatload. That's the thing that you're going to use to succeed in this. So there's more I could tell you. There's a lot more I could tell you. I could just pick out some winning lottery numbers and make you a billionaire, but I'm not going to. As much as I would probably like that, it's not actually what's best for you. And quite a lot of these things don't work just by me telling you the answer. You need to actually experience them to really understand. That this helps you, young Howard, and to anyone else who might have been listening in on the conversation, I hope it's helped you as well. And in 10 years I'll do the same thing again for my current self, so I'm expecting that video to reach me very soon, probably after this video. Shout out to Psychra for giving me the idea to make this video. I was looking at Psychra videos and I saw this as a sort of title, and that gave me the idea to make my own version of this where I was giving advice to my former self. So thanks, Psychra. And yeah, if you like these kind of videos, check out my channel. I've got hundreds of videos on my channel already, and subscribe so that you can watch new videos when they are released. If you really like these videos and you want to help me in a big way, you can check out my Patreon page and possibly pledge a small amount that you can manage, and that helps me to buy new kit like this camera and microphone and things. I recently had to replace my microphone, so the patrons really help me with all of that kind of stuff. Alright, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.